Hello there everyone, welcome to another video of Wasting Time with Sir Isla. And today we are going to discuss the main ideas and supporting ideas of a composition. So let's start. First, let us discuss the definition of a paragraph. What is a paragraph? It's a group of especially and intentionally related sentences. So it has one or more sentences that are related to one another. It is also a thought unit, sentences that revolve around a single idea, and is a writer's attempt to develop an idea or parts of an idea. Because you cannot develop an idea with just one sentence. It has to be two or more in order for us to develop that certain idea. How do we organize our paragraph? We have three in here. The first one is the statement of the main idea, also the elaboration of the main idea and the supporting idea, and the reinstatement of the main idea, the summary of the main idea, or the conclusion. The topic, let us discuss what the topic is. The topic is the subject that the selection is about. Of course, one composition or one write-up, even a song or poem, only has one topic. The main idea can usually be located if you can determine what the topic is. To find the topic of a selection, ask the simple question: who or what is the selection about? Let us have this example. Consumers concerned about a hazard or noise can reduce noise pollution in many ways. They can purchase noisy products such as garbage disposals and lawn mowers with reduced noise levels. They can also use sound absorbing materials in their home. Carpeting can be installed instead of hard flooring, and cork and fabric can be used in rooms that tend to be noisy. Also, people can be less noisy themselves. They can learn to avoid shouting, to close doors without slamming, and to play radio, TV sets, and stereos at moderate levels. What is the topic of this paragraph? Yes, noise pollution or noise pollution in our homes. Let us discuss the main idea. Any and all paragraphs have the main idea. Without that, no paragraph cannot develop. So what is the main idea? It is the chief point an author is making about a topic. It sums up the author's primary message. We also have the topic sentence. It is the statement of the main idea. Remember that the topic sentence and main idea are two different things. The topic sentence is always written down or it's always expressed, while the main idea can be either inferred or expressed. It is the statement under which all other materials in the paragraph, such as examples, reasons, facts, details, and other evidences, can fit. In this example, we are going to refer to our previous paragraph. Notice that all information is after the first sentence. Is about ways to reduce noise pollution. The first sentence is the most general. It states that there are ways to reduce noise pollution. It summarizes the other statements in the paragraph. If we're going to go back, we could see that after the main after the main idea or the topic sentence is expressed, what follows is an example of that topic sentence. Now, how to find the topic sentence? The topic sentences are usually in the first sentence of the paragraph. However, it's not always the case. They may also be located within the paragraph, or at the end of the paragraph. So it can be before, in the middle, or after a paragraph. Or they can also appear twice. It could be in the beginning and at the end of our paragraph. So let us view a topic sentence that is within a paragraph. It's preceded by one or more introductory sentences that may be related or that may relate the main idea to the previous paragraph. It arouses the reader and its interest and gives background for the main reason. Here's an example. The physical complaints of neurotics, people who are overly anxious, pessimistic, hostile or tense, were once largely ignored by physicians. Many doctors believed that the frequent complaints of neurotic were exaggerations. However, new research shows that neurotics are, in fact, more likely to have physical problems. Specifically, researchers found neurotics stand a greater chance of having five particular ailments: arthritis, asthma, ulcers, headaches, and heart disease. In addition, there is evidence that people who are pessimistic in their teens and 20s are more likely to become ill or die in their 40s. Where is our main idea? Yes, it is the third sentence. The two sentences before the topic sentence introduce the question of the physical health of neurotics. The topic sentence gives the writer's main idea on the topic. The last two sentences develop the main idea by giving specific details of the relevant research. Now, let us give you an example of a topic sentence in the end of a paragraph. Here's an example. A study at one prison shows that owning a pet can reduce a hardened prison inmate into a more caring person. Another study discovers that senior citizens, both those living alone and those in nursing homes, become more interested in life when they were given pets to care for. Even emotionally disturbed children have been observed smile and react with interest if there is a cuddly kitten or a puppy to hold. Animals then can be a means of therapy for many kinds of individuals. Here is also an example of a topic sentence in the beginning and in the end of a paragraph. We are one we are on our way to become a cashless, checkless society, a trend that began with the credit card. Now, some banks are offering debit cards instead of credit cards. That cost of purchases made with these cards are deducted from the holder's bank account instead of being added to the monthly bill. And checking accounts, which are mainly used for paying bills, are going electronic. Now, some people can make computer transactions over their push button phones to pay bills by transferring money from their account to the account of whomever they owe. Soon, we may be able to conduct more of our business without signing a check or actually seeing the money we earn and spend. And in this one, we can see that the underlined sentences are the topic sentences of this particular paragraph. We also have topic sentences that cover more than one paragraph. Sometimes you'll find a topic sentence that provides the main idea for more than one paragraph. This occurs when the author feels that development of the main idea may be too lengthy for one paragraph. So the tendency of this is he will write a topic sentence with two or more paragraphs if that is deemed necessary. We also have the main ideas that are inferred. When we say inferred, it's not directly expressed. Sometimes a selection lacks the topic sentence, but That does not mean that it lacks the main idea. So in this one, most we have paragraphs that have no topic sentences. But remember everyone that all paragraphs have main ideas, but not all paragraphs have topic sentence. The author simply lets the detail of the selection suggest the main idea. You must figure out the implied idea by deciding the point of all the details. Example: in ancient times, irrational behavior was considered the result of demons and evil spirits taking possession of a person. Later, Greeks looked upon irrational behaviors as a physical problem, caused by an imbalance of body fluids called humors, or by displacement of an organ. In the highly superstitious Middle Age, the theory of a possession by demons was revived. It reached a high point again in the witch hunt of 18th century Europe and America. One of the last 100 years did true medicine explanation gain wide acceptance and of were categories of illness change. In that example, there was no sentence that is a good topic sentence that can cover all those sentences. We must, in order for us to know the topic sentence or the main idea, in that case, there are no topic sentences, but we know that there is a main idea. We ask ourselves, what is the main point of the author that is trying to make up with these details? Does all or most of the materials support this idea? In this case, the details show that the people have explained mental illness in man in different ways over the years. Although this is not stated, yes, you cannot find any topic sentences to explain the main idea. It is a broad enough summary to include all other materials in the paragraph. It is the main idea. Supporting details. The paragraph contains facts, statements, examples, or specific, what? Okay, specific, which guides us to a full understanding of the main idea. To clarify, illuminate, explain, describe, expand, and illustrate the main idea and our supporting details. So remember that supporting details are clarifying, illuminating, explaining, describing, expanding, and illustrating our main idea. If the main idea is not expressed, still, it's still the main idea. If it's expressed, we can call that the topic sentence, which is also called the main idea. How to determine the supporting details. We have three. The first one is decide which detail helps to further the storyline or the main idea. Number two, decide which details help you to understand the main idea. And the third is answer questions raised by the main idea, and those are the who, what, when, why, or how. Where is also included in that. The following are ways on how we can develop the main idea or how we can have the supporting details. The first one is comparisons. In this one, we are shown the likeness of two or more things. For example, the skilled college students are like the unskilled students in their desire for diploma. In this one, we can see that two things are compared. These are the college students, and it raises the concern of how they are alike. On the other hand, when we say contrast, it brings out the difference between two things. For example, the skilled students are different from the unskilled students in that they use a method to read a textbook. So in this one, we can say that the skilled students and the unskilled students are not the same. How they are the same? It is expressed in the example. We can also use statistics or data, an example of which is, by the way, statistics is different from a statistic. If you want to know the difference, then you can consult your handy dandy dictionary. Oh, it rhymes. Example: 75% of the students who do not attend class regularly receive a grade of C or worse. Refs. Oh, it's empty. You can also use quotations from authorities. Remember that if you are writing your works and you want to quote someone, we quote someone from an authority of the subject that we are writing about. We cannot just use any quotations from people who are not even experts of the field that we are trying to write about. Example: Professor Smithy admits, I tell students they don't need to attend my class if they don't want to. I know, however, that if they don't come, they won't pass. Vivid descriptions can be also used to further the supporting details. An example of which is, the students took the exam from the professor's hands, quickly looked at the grade, gave a sigh of relief, and began to smile. Now let us discuss the major and minor details. There are two kinds of supporting details, the major and the minor. The main idea and its major supporting details form the basic framework of paragraphs. The major details are the primary points that support the main idea. The paragraphs often contain minor details as well. While the major details explain and develop the main idea, they, in turn, are expanded upon the minor supporting details. So in this, we can have this. We have the main idea is supported by the major details, or the major supporting details. And the major supporting details, in turn, are developed by the minor supporting details. So we have that. Let us have this example. Studies reveal that people's first name can have an influence on them. Some names reflect on people in a positive way. However, there are other names that can be or can have a negative impact. That is our faucet. Here's an example of a paragraph that has the main idea, the major, and the minor details. Studies reveal that people's first name can have an influence on them. Some names reflect on people in a positive way. For example, one survey showed that American men considered them named Susan to be very sexy. And participants in the British study thought Tony to be the name of someone very friendly. However, other names can have a negative impact. In one study, for instance, teachers gave low grades to essay supposedly written by boys named Hubert and Elmer, than the very same essay that they credit to boys with more popular names. Another study found girls with unpopular names did worse in IQ and achievement tests than girls with more appealing names. So there's that. If you still have questions, you can just write it down on the comment section below. And we'll see you again in another episode of How to Waste Time with Sir Isla. Bye bye.